Hey glam lovers, welcome back to my channel. I'm Baroness Lovey Deluxe and this is my glamour circus. Today I'm doing a video where I'm going to show you how to use these spoolies inspired by the TV show Maisel. I just thought it'd be really fun to try it on super long hair and see if it works. So you can judge for yourself. Let's get started. I'm also going to throw in this eye look. For St. Paddy's Day, I did some green shadows and a little makeup. So I hope you guys like the video. Please join by clicking subscribe and click the bell for notifications on my latest videos and hit that like button. Thank you so much. Lovers, welcome back. So today I'm doing a get ready with me. I'm just going in and using my little flat iron. I hate doing hair and makeup without having my bangs straight, so I don't know what it is. Anyway, so I gotta have them straight and we'll get to it. I am not as miserable as I look in this video. I'm actually enjoying myself, but I had all these things going on. As you know, I'm fighting a nickel allergy, so I had a reaction last night and then in the morning, and so I just feel really puffy and bloated, and I have like red blotches all over. I've covered up some of them on my face with concealer and airbrush makeup, and I just wanted to throw this look in today because it's St. Paddy's Day coming up and I wanted to do some green eyes and show you what products I use. I love this green eye look. It's one of my go-to looks, and I love the brighter kind of eye look, especially when I'm feeling really crappy. And when you have allergies, like the skin around your eyes get dark, sometimes one gets bigger than the other, like your just face changes and you just feel like awful. So popped a Claritin, decided to do this video, so I apologize if there's any little mistakes in there. I noticed that my hair was a little bit frizzy, so I tamed it, but I mean, it is what it is. Bear with me. I hope you enjoyed the video. And give it a thumbs up and a like. I really appreciate it. It helps me out. If you're new to my channel, I do glamour inspired videos. I'm a vintage enthusiast, but I love modern tools and techniques, so I combine the two to make life easy and do everyday glam and to inspire you to get up and get dressed and get out. So I love airbrush foundation, so I'm going in and doing a 117 soft glow. It's a soft matte. I like soft matte. I like it for aging skin. I like it for discoloration. I like it for those crevices where you've got light and dark shadows. It just creates a flat surface and it hides all those imperfections. And you don't have to do a lot with airbrush, and that's why I love it. I'm using Dinair Soft Glow 117, and then my highlight is Dinair 106, which has a pink base to it. And the reason why I add in pink in my makeup is because I have a yellow skin tone. And so that brightens it, and you can play with your lights and darks. Just a little bit of color information if you're interested. But yeah, so I always do a concealer because it just helps with coverage. You can do it all just with airbrush, but you don't have to spray as hard or as heavy. Mirror here because I just like to get close up and in there. And then at the end, in every video I always pull my skin a little bit at the eyes to get that perfect cat eye, and that's how I get a perfect cat eye, and I do it on clients as well as on myself. Just stretching the skin just slightly so that you can get that line perfect. So sometimes with the Wet n Wild liners, the liquid liners, they have splitting on the tips. In one clip, I think I tried to show it to you guys, but it may get cut out, but I usually throw it away at that point. And the reason why is when you start to line your eyes, those little hairs will create paint all over your eye, and oh, it just turns into a mess. So that's some MAC pigment greens that I'm going to combine with my airbrush makeup. I'm using two different shades of greens, a medium green and then a dark green for the edges. Sometimes I feel like on myself when I spray the whole eye, it's just too much. And so I just wanted to do on the ends and keep the lids a little more nude. But then I'll go in with those green micro powders and just kind of blend it, but I'll try to create an ombre look. That's always my goal. I just find it creates a little more depth for myself, and I like that look, and it's easy to wear, not too heavy. And so I am adding a lot of pigment, but it basically, I think, brightens when you have a darker complexion. So it's all how you wear bright makeup. It can look really classy, it can look really elegant, I know some people are scared of it, that they think it's tacky, but it's all in how you do it and where you apply it. So that's the MAC pigment. I'm just gonna take a little flat brush and I'm gonna go into the lid. And yes, I did my liner before I did my eyeshadow. I totally forgot I was gonna do a St. Paddy's Day look, so please excuse that. So that's another reason why you wanna use a brush, because it won't go all over the liner. And I'm gonna go in and touch it up after I put the lashes on, so it's no big deal. So I'm gonna go in there and just pat, and I'm just doing like in the crease and in the middle, but I'm not doing it in the corners because I want that ombre look where I have different light to medium to dark, and then the green pigment just adds this little shimmer. So let's get in there. And I mean, I really am having a good time. I know I look miserable, but I'm not. Okay, so we're taking the darker green and I'm just going lower towards the edge, almost like a liner on the end of my black liner. You can see it there. And I just use that stencil all the time. It's my go-to stencil that creates really great eye looks. But you need it to have sharp, perfect edges, otherwise it doesn't work. Somebody sent me one to use in a kit, and I'm like, how can you sell this as a company? So anyway, on with the lashes. I mentioned these lashes in my last video. Got them on Amazon. I'll put the link below. They're just kind of a medium lash. They're long, but they're not so long that they hit my glasses. So I like that. And my only thing is, because I have an allergy right now, one eye is more open than the other. So my lashes, one is more open than the other. So that was my only hang up about this video. I needed to pop it up a little bit more, but you know, life happens. So we all go through it with makeup little, you know, mistakes. So once again, I'm going in and I'm smoothing out that line, and that's how you're gonna get a perfect cat eye. And then I just go a little medium in the top, and it's coming together. And then I'm just getting the powder from the airbrush off my bottom lashes and kind of gently pressing them into my top. You don't need to stroke the whole lash. You can if you want, if you really want to layer it. I'm going with a Dinair pink. I lined my lips with cherry, and then I decided I wasn't going to do red, but I thought this could be a really good little definition. So I'm just blending it in, just taking another one of those little flat brushes. And those brushes I buy from Michaels as my makeup brushes, and I find them really inexpensive and the quality is really good. So if you're looking for makeup brushes, I get mine at the art store, and you can get 20% off with Michaels. And now it's time for the spoolies. So, oh no, we're gonna pop in some makeup first. I just find it easier to talk over and explain the videos, and every once in a while there's a little blurb and a little mistakes. So sorry about that, guys. I did the makeup first, thinking I wasn't gonna do the makeup at all, and I was just gonna show you the spoolies, but then I was like, you know what? It's one look, it looked great. I love the eye makeup. I think you guys could use that in your little collection of makeup tips and tricks. So now I'm going in with a darker pink. I took a break from the orange. I'm going closer in, higher up on my cheekbones. I just think the pink and the green look really pretty together. They complement colors, so. And then I'm gonna go in with a soft brown and get into the sides just to create a little more definition. This look for me is an everyday look. I am not looking, this is not one of my photo looks where everything is immaculate. So things are a little bit more faster and a little bit more maybe messy to you, but I don't know, it works for me. So I'm doing a lot of different things that most people don't even do for their everyday. So I'm going in with this really great, I'm gonna put the name of it down below. It's a gloss, and it just blended everything in, and that definition right on the lip, the red was perfect for it. So I love that. So I'll put the name of it. I saw it from, I did a masterclass with somebody out of England, and they used that for television. So this is my pink Da Vinci powder. I'm going to go in, woo! I'm going to go in and just pat that in underneath the eyes, around the mouth, in the center. Wherever I feel like I have discoloration, darkness, I've had breakouts. I don't go heavy with the powder because then my face looks chalky. It's just something I do, and I feel like it looks more natural. I love that. So I got that a couple years ago. I'll put the name of that. I don't know if it's still around. Okay, it's time to do the hair. It's time to use the spoolies. That is a lot of hair. It's almost to my waist. So I'm just gonna, it's already damp, but I'm just gonna wet it a little bit more so wherever it got a little dry, freshen up. So there's two sizes. Those are the two sizes. They come in a pack of 40 for $8.99 with a hairnet. I didn't use the hairnet. I didn't need it. I'm sure I could have used it for something, but I just don't use them. So anyway, I'm gonna split my hair in half because I find it easier to work with. Ideally, you want to do a spray with half Lottie Body, half water. I just went with my natural hair because I wanted my curls loose, and I didn't think it was like, I didn't want to worry about it for every day. Like, if you want it more structured, definitely. But if you've noticed in a lot of my videos, I have long hair, it's curly a lot of times. I love loose, bouncy curls. I don't want them all structured and stiff with hairspray. I like to run my hands through my hair. So that's just me, and that's just for these videos, for my everyday glam looks. I feel like that's more realistic. To each his own. So I'm going in and I'm going to start with the small curlers. Okay, so ignore me talking. This is not audio that matches what's being said. I decided to talk over this part just to make it a little more, I don't know why. Anyway, so basically I'm going in and I'm doing section by section. I'm trying to do less than an inch, and I'm just holding it taut, and I found the best way was to grab it from the middle, then wrap the end, and then roll it up. Just with really long hair. And I found that held, and I didn't have a problem with my ends sticking out. Yeah, my curls are a little messy. I'm doing this on video and I'm doing it quickly, but they still worked. And so if you just kind of went slower or even used more product, you can make them more structured if that's your look. And if you have shorter hair, I'm sure this will be a breeze for you. But yeah, I got this pack off Amazon, $8.99 for 40 rollers, 2 different sizes, and I didn't even use the whole pack on my head. I used about, I don't know, maybe 4 to 6 small ones on the sides, and then after my ear, back my ear, I used bigger ones, and I probably took a little bit bigger chunks. See, I'm just grabbing it from the middle, rolling it in, and the ends are tucked in, and then you just push that top down. They're super easy and lightweight. They do hang more than regular curlers, more than a sponge curler, which is a lot tighter. These are looser curlers. So I went really high up with them because I have long hair and the curls are gonna drop. But they held pretty good and they held all day. I used a shaping hairspray, and that actually was quite stiff, more stiff than I realized. And so the body and the volume of my curl held all day. But those are the small ones, and now I'm going in with some bigger ones. I'm trying to take small pieces and make sure that they're somewhat damp. And I'm telling you, the best tip I have if you have long hair and you want to use these, because they are super easy and they're inexpensive and they're very natural looking. Grab it from the middle, your hair, hold it very taut, wrap the bottom around, that tucks the end in, and then roll up for the rest of it. And you can see from this point on, I just started doing that, and that seemed to work really well. I got a nice big loose curl from it. These are very different from the other curlers, like perhaps in my last video where the curl was a lot tighter and rounder. So this one was like loose, and I don't know, I liked it. Anyway, watch the video. So if you're liking what you're hearing, please click that like button. It really helps me out. And click the bell for notifications on my latest videos. Because I'm doing more of these hair videos, and I'm doing more vintage glam looks made modern, just because I think it's fun and I think it's inspiring, and people don't feel so overwhelmed about getting dressed. And it shouldn't be, you know, it's fun to get dressed and it's your own fashion show. It shouldn't be a competition, and you shouldn't feel like you must have the latest pinup hair with a structured look. To each his own, we're all different, and we're all going through different things in our life. I'm going through an allergy. I don't care to spend hours on my looks right now, but I probably spend way more time than the average person. So who's to say, you know? Okay, so now we got that side done. I might go in and redo a couple of the bottom ones. They're very loose, but those do hang a little looser. So it's, like I said, your personal preference. You're gonna have to experiment. My hair was dried with the hairdryer, but it was still damp, and then I went in and just sprayed with this bottle. The bottle's from Sally's, and when you press on it, it just keeps spraying. So you have to you're gonna see mist all over the place in some parts. So once again, we're gonna start from the front. And I'm taking as small sections as I can. And I'm trying to do it kind of how Maisel did it, where she just did her ends, but I'm doing it on really long hair. So this might give people hope who have really long hair that they don't have to do 2-3 layers of these things. And because I've got the Betty Bangs and I'm looking to have it flatter on top, I don't really need that volume in there. The only kind of volume I need is so it's not super flat to my head, and I have powders and balms for that, and teasing, so you really have a lot of options. My bangs are getting really long. I'm trying to grow them a little bit longer so I can do another bang cut video for you guys, because that seemed to go over really well, and this time show you how to cut them when they're wet. Okay, just gonna spray that a little bit more, and keep going. And they're super easy, and you can see they're holding pretty close to the head. Sometimes they came like really loose, and that's just because you gotta hold the hair really tight and then pull and wrap around. If you don't hold it tight, that's where you get that really loose curl. And I would just simply go in and just redo some of them if I felt like they weren't gonna be, you know, curl approved. All right, 2 more pieces of hair to go. This is great. So I hope you guys are finding this useful. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. I answer all of them. I mean, there's a million girls out there, more vintage than me, but this is like an everyday look for someone who's got long hair. And like I said, I do vintage made modern. This is fun for me so that I don't feel so tied into one look or one style or one genre. I feel like you can do so much more. Okay guys, so I got it all rolled up. These are gonna hang lower because the hair is heavier. I may have taken a bit too thick pieces back there, but we'll see. Anyway, so I'm gonna leave this for maybe 10-20 minutes and see, just let it dry and see how it goes, and I'll be back. There you go, guys. Isn't that a beautiful little wave? My hair's still damp. I left it for 20 minutes. I could have left it longer. I didn't know that it wouldn't dry that quickly. But you know, in the show, Midge wears them to bed, so it does take time for your curlers to dry. You can see that we got beautiful ringlets going on. And so I wanted to do this in a daytime. You could pop these in the day. I would maybe take a dryer and just blow in between, or just leave it for like half an hour if you're just sitting at the computer, or you know, you don't have to run out right away in the morning. It's doable because I did it. And the curls lasted. If anything, my biggest thing is I wish I had controlled the frizz a little bit more, but you know, on camera I can't always see because of the lights. It wasn't until I saw the very beginning intro piece that I saw there was still some frizzy pieces, and that's because I was really working on doing an intro for you guys. It didn't sound super cheesy, so I hope it didn't. Please let me know. Anyway, oh, look at that. See, isn't that great? So that's 20 minutes. My hair's kind of damp, so I don't want to brush my hair because it'll be a big frizz ball and I'll lose all that curl. And I like curls, but I also like waves, so I like a combination of both. So what I'm gonna do, let's get those small ones out first. Look at that. And you can see the shorter your hair is, I mean, you're gonna get that really cute ringlet. The longer it's gonna pull it down. But hey, we can still do hairstyles. See, I kind of pulled my hair here and there. That's all right. You can smooth it down with balm and hairspray. A working hairspray is great because you can still run your hands in it. But isn't that cute? Okay. And very easy to take out. So we got some taming to do, but look at those curls, and they're framing all along the face and the side. So that's a working hairspray. I'll put the name of that below. And I'm going to definitely take a large size comb, and I'm just going to go gently through the front so I've got waves and some curls going on. And then I'm going to scrunch it and let it dry naturally. I've got this styling balm. This one's a little old. I haven't used it in a while because like I said, I've been having been feeling well, but I'm just going to try and get some of those frizzies out and smooth the sections so they kind of work together to create their own wave and their own curl. And I like that. I like that kind of natural where I'm not trying to make it like a helmet. I mean, yeah, there's gorgeous pinup hair out there. Ooh, I left some product in there, but don't worry. Later in the day, I just took it all out of my hair. I just kind of left a few little chunks. But you can see how wavy and curly it is. So thanks, guys. I hope you liked this video, and I had a blast making it.